Hey everyone, it's New York Dan here today from sunny South Florida. But I'm actually coming to you from, where is it? McDonald. Yeah, first time I'm actually eating here. Well, we got the ice creams here. I'm seeing they don't even spell it out anymore. They just put that M. I'm looking for the sign. That is weird. Yeah, they don't even have it spelled out on the building. Well, I'm lucky to get this, guys. Yeah, I'll show you. I've got to put this at the front. You'll see. Well, I got here in time to do the last breakfast available. They had a sandwich, leftover sausage, egg on a biscuit. Put a little ketchup on it. Got a large coffee, and I got ice because I know the deal. I know the drill. It's always way too hot to drink. Yeah, they put a lot of cream milks with no sugar. It's pretty much on the light side. Mickey D's. I'm going to eat this sandwich and tell you guys some more. This McDonald's actually used to have really cool stuff. It had a whole bunch of NASCAR memorabilia, including an actual part of like a race car. Yup. All along the walls. It had like a bigger room. I thought it was bigger. I don't think this divider was here. This thing used to be a really cool Mickey D's. I have a feeling the guy who owned it sold it. It's probably a franchise. And he must have had a very expensive collection of NASCAR memorabilia. And that's probably why I'm betting that he sold it and then the new owner remodeled, but they never brought back all that memorabilia. I'm lucky to get here to even have breakfast. When I got to the restaurant, I thought it was good till 11 a.m. I even used the code on my phone. Turned out they stopped serving at 10:30 here. But the lady checked, the manager, I guess, or who the shift supervisor checked for me, and she found, yeah, they had one sandwich left over in the back. They actually had two on an English muffin or a biscuit, sausage, egg. I don't even know if there's cheese in here. Just sausage and egg, that's what it is. The biscuit is pretty tasty. Oh, I had to get ketchups, and it's real fun. So she told me, I'm like, why don't you have the ketchups out anymore? She said there's a guy that would come in the morning, and he would steal all the ketchup. So now they have them behind the counter. You got to ask for them. Yeah, she said the guy pulled up. He drove a Rolls Royce, brand new. He's just so greedy, this guy. I don't know who it is. The guy comes in. He has like a gold watch. He's got $100 bills in his pocket, and he goes over and he steals all their ketchups. Believe that? Ah, they put the McDonald's sign on the side. What do we got? We got a new Corvette in line today. Getting some Mickey D's. There's a few people here. And they're getting lunch now. I'm lucky to get the damn breakfast, let me tell you. They stop it at 10 o'clock. You remember when they had the all-day breakfast? Yeah, I wish that they would bring it back. It's ridiculous. 10 o'clock, or no, 10:30, my mistake. But still, I checked the app, and I thought it said, the app, I put the order through, I got the code, and what happened? The code, I couldn't even use it. It was for a breakfast combo deal with a sandwich. I thought it would work, but the lady said no. Oh, that was the deal. She's like, we don't have any hash browns left, so we can't do the breakfast combo deal. So I had to pay extra. It cost me $8 and change just for the coffee, large coffee, and that sandwich. You believe that? Yeah, it's not that cheap, Mickey D's. Nope. So it was tasty, that biscuit with the egg and sausage. But you know what? I'm still a bit hungry. I don't know. I think I might have to go over to Dunkin' Donut. There's a Boston cream donut over there. They might have one left. Here comes the vet. Who's driving? Oh my God, it's actually a lady driving it. Holy smokes. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that in my life. There's a guy though riding with her. He might be the owner of it. Yeah, don't ask me why. Women don't buy those Corvettes. They're always a guy. It's always a guy driving those. It's the first time I seen that. Wow, bird. Yeah. Bird's right up there. Look at that bird. Blackbird. Some bird. There's so many wild animals around Florida. You always hear something chirping. There's a canal right here. Maybe I'll take a kayak. You imagine that? That would be a great video idea for content. Yeah, just come down. This canal, I think, runs all along the road. There goes the sheriff. Runs all along the road. You see there's those overpasses where you can go underneath. There's plenty of room. There's one over here. Oh yeah, I'll get you. Sorry about that. Like holding this phone a certain way. Yeah. Look, it goes right under the highway. It just keeps going. You bring yourself a kayak down here. Get in there and you could kayak. That would be like a great video idea. You kayak around. See how far you can go. Get a friend to pick you up at the end of the canal here. I don't know. Probably if you do it early in the morning, you probably could get away with it. I don't know if it's legal or not, to be honest, to do that. But anyway, yeah, I'm lucky to get what I got. They don't have that much selection now. Mickey D's, first time on the trip. It's probably healthier, though, eating like Einstein, something homemade, you know? Anyhow, I got my work cut out for me today. It's a 911 Carrera. Have you heard of this car? Yeah, it's a Porsche Carrera. Carrera S. I'm going to tell you how they got the name, what that means. You might be wondering, what is Carrera? Look at that. Carrera S. Be discreet about it. What's this thing? That's probably a Genesis. Hyundai. The XL starting out $49.95. Yeah, that's a Genesis. There's all kinds of cars around here. I'll tell you about the Carrera name in a minute. But first, this is New York. Dane coming to you from Dunkin' Donut. You know what they got? Not the healthiest thing to eat. That's what they got. They have that Boston cream donut. Yeah, and you know what would go good with that? A cup of Mickey D's coffee. And there's actually some spaces where you can actually sit outdoors. Hit the thumbs up. Okay, I'll tell you about the Carrera. You know how that name came about? In Germany, there was this guy who was really big. His name was Carrera. He had a very tiny car, like the VW Beetle. He could barely fit in that. He couldn't even, like, his head wouldn't fit. The roof was too constricting. So what they did is they cut the roof off of the car, hence the convertible. Then he could drive around with his head. His head actually went above the windshield. I would drive around in it. And they thought that was sporty. So they called it the Carrera. And his name was Steve. Hence the name Carrera S. The S is for Steve. Yeah, over in Bavaria, Germany. At the Porsche factory, Ferdinand Porsche. You guys probably didn't know that, did you? Well, you learned it today on the New York Dan channel. Let's go in and get one of them cream donuts. Well, I'm looking at the donut case now, and you know what? There's a problem here today. I am not seeing that Bavarian cream. Oh wait, I'm getting it mixed up. I was talking about that Porsche. I gotta watch it. That's what I did last time. They have Bavarian cream. This one's vanilla cream, double chocolate. That almost looks kind of like Bavarian cream, but it says brownie batter. I think I'm out of luck here, guys. They do not have any of those. The Bostonians. There are no Bostonians left. I'm gonna have to think fast and give me something different here. Damn, son. They do have those muffins. Holy smokes, what do we have here? A red Cybertruck. They are taking these things and making them every color of the rainbow. No one wants the plain one, I guess. Isn't that something? The Cyborg. This thing looks like a, it almost looks like one of those like toys or out of like, you know that video game where everything's blocky? Roblox, they call it. This is insane. I hope the guy's not in it. Nah, nobody's in there. We're filming the palm trees. Be discreet about it. Yeah. Okay. I don't see anyone coming up to it. Give you all a view of it. The red Cyborg. This almost looks, I don't know about these cyborgs. I don't know. I heard it make a noise, but I don't think anyone's in there. Unless they're doing stealth camping. Well, there she goes. You can see it actually driving. We were close. The owner, we must have been like steps away from the owner. There it goes. Down the road. Permission to talk freely, son. Well, there's a little bit of a breeze here. Don't ask me why. I'm now sitting in front of Gary Wu's Chinese here, having a muffin. Yeah, I selected that blueberry muffin. Look at that. I also got me a jelly donut. Classic jelly. No Bavarian, no Boston cream. I'm doing it right and left. It's craziness. And I'm sipping on a coffee that's from Mickey D's. So we have an international breakfast this morning. The Cyborg. Yeah, that's a strange machine. Real butter, guys. I got it from Dunkin. Oh yeah, the Dunkin guys and the workers said they subscribed to my channel. And they were watching my videos. Yep. And one of the girls wanted to be on my channel. The guy said she specifically wanted to be on it. And I'm like, well, sure, I'll put her on. She came out, but she got cold feet. And she's like, oh. She's like, no. Some people like to be honest. Some people don't. I don't get it. You just never know. It's an eclectic channel. You never know what you'll find on it. Yeah. Oh, wow. There's a Benz. How about a red Benz? You want to see this one? I'll flip. Look at that puppy. How'd you like to drive around in that? That would be great for the golf course. Tim would love that. The red color. Mercedes-Benz. Everybody got a Mercedes. Who don't got one? How's that for you all? The classic blueberry muffin, so you know it's healthy, with sugar sprinkled on it, sugar crystals, and some farmland butter. It's probably got the same amount of calories as having a dozen donuts. I'll take a bite of this muffin and then we're gonna talk Cybertruck for a minute. Once my mouth's full, then I'll start talking. Mmm. It's the best cup of coffee I ever had in my life. Hit the thumbs up. We're gonna talk Cybertruck in a minute. So Cybertruck, what a beast, right? I don't see anyone using it as a regular truck. No, it's like an SUV. Here's my prediction. What's gonna happen with that Cybertruck? It's gonna suffer the same fate as the Hummer H2. You guys remember those? There was a big deal. First they had the military Hummers, then everyone wanted to drive. It became like a status symbol. They came out with the H2, a civilian version that had the leather, had like fancy interior. It was sized down a little bit, but it was still a behemoth. I think it was built on a Chevy Suburban chassis. Hummer H2. Everyone was driving them. They used to have that show over by, like, I think it was in Arizona or something, and the guy was like a real estate flipper, like a mogul guy, and Molinardo or something was the guy's name. It was on cable, and he was driving around in that H2 living large. This was probably in the early 2000s, 2004, something like that. Yeah, those were very popular. And then all of a sudden, boom, you don't see them anymore. They all disappeared. I don't know what happened. They all got junked, I guess. Don't ask me why. It's very bizarre. Usually, well, I guess those big, if anything that's like a luxury thing or a fad, it goes sour real fast. It's just like a Land Rover. It's very high end. But once they get old, these Land Rovers are like, no one wants to drive them because they're not status anymore, you know, if they're a few years old. I'm not talking about the classics, but mark my word that not H2, the Cybertruck, that thing is gonna go down as a joke. It already is it looks bizarre driving around. It's just a strange vehicle. At some point when the batteries go bad, the battery probably only lasts you maybe 8 years or something. And then what happens is it's like the cordless drill from Home Depot. Battery has less and less capacity. Wow, big birds flying. Yeah, the thing will not keep the range up. It will go down and down and down. Costs too much for a new battery. The thing's a behemoth. Gonna suffer the same fate as the H2. You just won't see them around anymore. They'll be junked. It's craziness. You might be able to save some of the stainless steel off that thing though. That would be good for projects. Hit the thumbs up. Your friend, New York Dan. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get some videos up here today. I'll see you guys soon.